Hello, 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 everyone. It is yours truly, Dr. Shamika Dean. Y'all come on in. As you're tuning in, make sure that you comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And then also do me a favor and make sure that you share the wealth because we share around these parts. We share because we care, right? If you are a first timer, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are a replay watcher, if you are someone who has been connected to me, committed to helping me fulfill my assignment and my purpose by continuing to show up, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, if you don't know who I am a marketing solutionist. And so I offer the solution to your marketing problems. So what that means is I teach service-based entrepreneurs how to create scalable systems, scalable solutions and signature systems so that they can create a marketing strategy that automates 90% of their sales so that they only have to work 10% of the time. So I basically help you buy back your time, expand your expertise, maximize your money. Excuse me. So if you're having those issues in your business and you're ready to really shift from sporadic to systematic sales, then I am the person for you. So you can shoot me a quick DM, um, and I'll share with you our application process and how we can determine if we're a good fit for each other. And then we will talk about the opportunity for us to work together. All right. So the other thing that hey, Lashika. Hey, Drea. Hello, hello, hello. And so, again, that's who I am. That is what I do. And I also have a special announcement. So, somebody type special announcement in the comments because I got something I want to share with y'all real quick. But again, make sure that you comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm going to pull up my phone here so that I can see you all on Facebook because for some reason, when I use StreamYard, it is not showing me when you guys comment or when you tune in on Facebook. So I see Jermaine over here. I see Nika. Hello, Jasmine. Hello, hello, hello. So yeah, type special announcement in the comment section because I have a special announcement that I'm going to share with you all. And so I need you guys to get ready, ready, ready. Hey, Carolyn, thank you so much for tuning in. Boom, 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 boom. Are y'all not ready for the special announcement? I'm trying to see what's going on. Y'all ready? Hey, 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 Harvey. You are hilarious. All right, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, y'all on here like y'all really don't want to know. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what is really going on. So, boom, here we have it, y'all. So, coming soon. So, November 1st, type November 1st in the chat box. November 1st, I am launching a brand new live segment called Mogul Minded Marketing. Mondays at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, where I'm going to be helping everyday entrepreneurs market like a mogul. Because what you have to understand is that branding is your business's reputation, but marketing is how you make your revenue, right? And so, again, every Monday, November 1st, I will be doing mobile minded marketing at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So you want to go ahead, plug that into your calendar so that you will not be late. You will not miss out on all of the gems, the jewels that I'm going to be dropping on y'all when it comes to marketing. All right, y'all see this? Shout out to the best brand designer on this side of heaven, my designer, Harvey Lincoln. Amazing. He just makes everything I do look so much better. I was like, wait a minute now, you just got me out here like a whole celebrity, Avon. So again, shout out to my designer for his amazing work and all that he does. But we're going to go ahead and get ready to jump into this topic real quick. Let me put myself back on the screen. We're going to jump into this topic. So today I'm going to be talking about just because they're connected doesn't mean they're committed. And so I wanted to talk about this because one thing that I have learned out here in these business streets, these entrepreneurial streets, just in general, that you have to know and be able to determine who is connected to you and if they are connected versus just being committed. So I wanted to go live on this because there was a lot of traction on the topic. When I posted this on my page, there was a lot of traffic. And I wanted to really get on here and just expound upon what I'm talking about, because I don't think we understand just how vitally important it is to not just be so accessible to everyone, or to allow any and everyone to have uh, that level of access to us. And so I know some people think that that may sound egoic, or as if you are positioning yourself at a higher level of other people, or diminishing or making people dispensable. But that's not what this is about. This is about operating in wisdom, right? Because what you have to build, and what you're called to do, it requires you to know who is in your circle. And so again, just because they're connected doesn't mean that they're committed. So I just want to talk about this real quick. How do you know the difference between connected versus committed? Somebody type that in the comments. How to know the difference between if they're connected and if they are committed. So here's the thing. One of the ways that you know if they are connected versus committed, connection means that they are the only ones who are benefiting. Okay. Connection is they are the only ones who are benefiting from having access to you. Why? Because commitment costs. Commitment is an investment. And when there's a relationship, there should be reciprocity. All right. There should be some level of reciprocity. If someone is when it comes to when it comes to you building your business, even when you are adding people to your team, when you are hiring, right, there should be reciprocity. Because if not, then now you are in deficit. You are costing yourself as you're building your business. Because when you begin to add people to your team, when you start hiring people, if that person is not an asset, they become a liability. If they're not putting you in a position where you can increase your profit margin, where you can grow and advance, then that means that they are a liability. And when it comes to you building your business, you don't have time to be bringing on liabilities. You need to bring people in that can help elevate and expand what God has put in your hands. All right. So again, how do you know if they're connected versus committed? Because they're the only ones that are benefiting. So they should be able to bring something to the table and to add or to remove stress from your plate, so that you can better do what you are purposed and called to do. Right. So that's the one thing that I want to really hit on. But I want to talk about how we end up getting connected, how we end up attracting people who just want to be connected and who are not really committed. Because to be honest, there are people that just really connect because of what you can do for them. When a person is really committed, they want to know just as much what they can do to help you as they do what they're going to gain or benefit from it. All right. So, but I want to talk real quick about how we end up getting into these positions where we are drained dry, we are burnt out, we are tired, we are in a position where we have all these people around us, and we're growing this business. These people are in the circle, but they're not bringing anything to the table. They just come and eating up everything. They have all the benefits in the world. They got bragging rights. They got all those things just because they are connected. But a person that's committed, honestly, people that are committed don't even try to brag about who they're connected to, because they really just want to see you win. They want to be able to support you. They want to see you soar. They want to see you do all that you have been created to do. And so that means that they're not just out here so that they can get brownie points and bragging rights. So again, let me get back to my last point. Here's why so many get caught up, and you have a whole lot of people around you that just want to benefit and have bragging rights and brownie points. Number one, out of desperation. So I'm going to give you 3 Ds: desperation, denial, and desire. This is how you end up with a whole lot of people around you that just simply want to benefit from you. Number one, it could be desperation. You're so desperate to have people, in your corner. You were desperate because you were tired of trying to do things by yourself. You're desperate because you needed help to do a certain thing, and you just allowed or brought that person into your circle and into your life because of desperation. This is why I always tell my clients, we don't move on desperation, we move by discipline. And that's another reason why there's this saying in the industry that you have to hire slow and fire fast. Because when you move by desperation, you will put people into your life, or you'll attach people to your vision that will literally cause a vulnerability. And the next thing you know, everything that you have built comes crumbling down to the ground. So again, desperation is one of the ways that you end up with people who are connected but are not committed. Did y'all put that in the comments? As I give you the points, I want you to put in the comment section. Again, desperation. All right. Here's another way that you end up getting people who are connected but are not committed is because of your desires, right? You have these desires. And so because of your desires, you literally don't even think about the people that are connecting. Can they derail what you are trying to build? You just have this desire. You're only focused on the desire. And so because of that, it causes you to dismiss what the God has given you, the gift of discernment. So you dismiss what you discerned. So I'm trying to help y'all. Because of your desire, you begin to dismiss what you are discerning. The discernment, the gift of discerning of spirits. So you will see these red flags. Y'all saw the whole little Twitter thing. Everybody posted red flags. Some people can see the red flags, but because they have their own personal desires, they'll dismiss everything that is being revealed to them. You can see how this person has talked bad about their past coaches, their past connections. You can see how they're never the problem. Everyone else is always the problem. But because of your own selfish desires and your own motives, you'll dismiss what you discern. You can hear how they're talking about and gossiping about the next person. They always have the latest tea. And you'll dismiss it because there was something that you desired. And you still will allow them to connect to you, knowing that they're not really going to be committed. I posted this the other day. You better stay away from people that always have the latest tea. Because as soon as yours get hot enough to sip, baby, they're going to spill yours too. I need y'all to really hear me and hear me well. Stay away from people that have the latest tea. They know all of the drama. They know all of the stuff that's going on. They're minding everybody's business except for the business that pays them. Because if you're connected to the person who always has the latest tea, as soon as yours is hot enough to sip, they are going to spill yours too. See, my circle, we don't gossip. We don't have time for that. Because we're too busy talking about building legacy. We're too busy talking about how we can build multi-million-dollar businesses and assets so that we can leave a legacy to our family, to our children. My circle we don't have time to be talking about people. We don't have time to be talking about the latest drama. We don't have time for that. Because whatever you focus on, you give power to. And so because we have different goals in life, gossip is not a part of our conversation. Okay. So that's number 2. So number 1 was the way that you end up attracting people who just want to be connected and not committed is because of desperation. Number 2 is because of your desire. And number 3 is because of denial. The thing about denial is we begin to deny the reality of what we see because we don't want to face the reality of what we see. Right? So all of the things, like I was saying, all of the things could be there, but we find a way to deny them. No, that's not really what it is. No, this is not really what it is, right? But here's the thing. Sometimes the stuff can be staring you right in the face, but if you keep denying it, you give it an opportunity to derail what you're doing. So, how do you, again, identify? Pay attention to the reality of what's going on. Stop dismissing what you discern. Stop denying the truth that you really see. And get out of that place of desperation, because desperation will cause you to give people access. This is why I've seen a lot of, I've been there, right? I've been there. I needed a position filled in my business. I was desperate. I was tired of being the one having to do all this work. And so, I just hurry up and I hire somebody and I put that person in position. And the next thing you know, I'm sitting up here looking like I'm looking, because I was so desperate. I didn't take the time. I didn't do my due diligence to make sure this person was a good fit for my company. And then it put me in a tougher spot because I had to let the person go because they had become a liability. This person cost me $15,000 and then released access to information that someone shouldn't have had because I was so desperate. I didn't even take the time to do my due diligence to make sure that this person was, first of all, aligned. This person had the skills that I needed, and that this person was not someone that was just where my business was now, but somebody could help me get my business where it needed to be in the future. And so it cost me, right? I've had the same incident with coaches. And so here's what God told me. He said, the reason why you're dealing with what you're dealing with is because you moved on impulse, not instruction. How many of y'all have moved on impulse, not instruction? Where you bought into the hype, right? You were excited, you were moved, you were seduced by the words, by the sales strategies and all those things. And the next thing you know, you jumped and skipped your behind on into something that God never instructed you to do. And now you're mad. You're mad at the coach. You're mad at whomever. But God said you moved on impulse, not instruction. So I need you to take that L like a G. I need you to suck it up, pork chop. And I need you to now learn from it. Because you moved on impulse, not instruction. You didn't take the time to hear from me. You didn't take heed to what I was saying. And then you attached yourself to somebody who was just connected but not committed. There are many people out here in this coaching industry that do not have best interests at heart because they're trying to fill their own pocketbooks. They're trying to build their own bank account. And they have absolutely no desire to truly see you win. You moved on impulse, not instruction. So now you are connected to somebody who you call a mentor, and they have literally messed you up. They moved you out of alignment with God because you moved on impulse, not instruction. You say, well, God, I know I need. But he's like, and I'll send you to who you need to be connected to. But no, you said, I'm going to go ahead, God, because, I know I need XYZ. Did you seek him? Did you hear from him? Did you allow him to lead you and to guide you? Because he says, lean not into your own understanding, but in all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your paths. He'll make your crooked path straight. Some of y'all paths are crooked. Some of you have gotten out of alignment because you tried to connect to somebody because they had more followers. And it looks like they had a whole lot of influence, but they weren't even operating in integrity. So it moves you out of alignment. Why? Because what you're connected to determines what you'll give birth to. I'm trying to help about 30 of y'all. I mean, if you're listening. And now you're wondering why your money is funny, your change is strange, and your credit just won't get it. It's not because you don't have the strategies. It's not because you don't have the skills. It's because you moved on impulse, not instruction. And now you connected with someone who moved you out of alignment. Because when you're in alignment activates acceleration. it activates acceleration. So what do you do at this point? You need to go back to the drawing board. God, if this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, who I'm supposed to be connected to in this season, here's the thing, because it could be in some instances that person is not necessarily bad, but because you moved on impulse, not instruction, you moved out of alignment, which was out of timing and out of season. And because of that, now you're in this place where you're like, oh my God, some of you had clarity, but as soon as you connected to that coach or that mentor, you began to feel confused because that is out of alignment. Because God is not the author of confusion. So if you had clarity and then all of a sudden you're running around here and you just run around in circles like a chicken with your head cut off, you don't know which way, you don't know if you're coming or going. So you need to be careful. Stop doing things in your own willpower and literally and make sure that you are aligning yourself with the word and the will of God. I'm telling you, it will greatly benefit you to stop trying to move in your own right and your own willpower. It will benefit you. All right, y'all have any questions for me real quick about what I've covered so far? If you're just tuning in, make sure that you go back and watch the replay. Also, don't forget to mark your calendars for November 1st, because I'll be starting my weekly live segment called Mogul Minded Marketing, November 1st, every Monday at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you haven't put that on your calendar, make sure you do so, because that's what we'll be talking about. I'll be launching that again on November 1st. Looks like I stepped on probably about 35 toes. It's not an even number. So some of y'all probably missing toes by the end of this anyways, because I'm sure I have stepped on some toes today, which is good. It's good, it's good, it's good. Any questions, comments, or feedback? Jasmine says, you're always stepping on mine, but I need it. Ain't nothing a good toe stepping can't cure. I just believe it. Just say ouch, But yeah, I wanted to, like I said, expound upon it because there was a lot of traction on that status. And so I just wanted to really just expound up on it so that you could get a better understanding of, where that status is coming from, because again, it's important. And if you are, especially when you're building business, it's enticing, right, to be connected to people who have a large following, right, or who have influence. But one of the things that I learned early on is that some people are inflated because of infection. Okay, let's just talk about it. Some people have the inflation due to infection. If you know anything about like an abscess or anything like that, if someone can, there's an abscess, because there's some infection. So there's swelling and it has grown and it can be big, but all increase is not built on integrity. Some increase in influence is due to infection. That means that things have been done outside of integrity. So don't allow these numbers to fool you. And I'm thankful that God just brought this back to my remembrance, because he said to me earlier, he says some of the people that have been praying to me about their millions, right? He said the reason that they haven't really tapped into the next level or accessed the millions and millions of dollars that I have for them is because they are chasing the people with the highest following account. But there are some people who have 100 followers that can give you a legitimate strategy on what you need to do to get to the next level, the next income bracket in your business. But when you are so focused on the vanity and you're focused on the external metrics, you can miss who's really supposed to help take you to that next level. Okay. I've seen it. I've been one that followed the followers. Okay. I've had clients to come to me that followed the followers and came back and they were able to do record-breaking numbers working with me that they thought they would be able to do because they followed the followers. So I'm saying to you today, stop following the followers and be led to who's supposed to help take you to the next level. Because some of y'all are following the followers and you're following the funds. You're looking at the dollar signs and you're just like, yeah, well, they made this much money and I want to be connected to them because I believe that they can help me do X, Y, Z. When the reality is you need to go and do the mindset work first. And so the mindset coach may not have all the followers and they may not be promoting the money. Because all of us are not concerned about showing you a lifestyle of dollar signs. Some of us are called to help you really deal with the stuff internally that's impacting your income. So we're not going to always lead with dollar signs. It doesn't mean that our bank accounts are hurting. Okay? But we're the ones that are here to tell you the truth, because I said this, I posted this earlier, that it may have been yesterday, but your millions are connected to your mental health. And this is why some of y'all are stuck and struggling, because you want the strategy and you want to learn how to sell more. But the reality is you need to deal with the rejection. You need to deal with the abandonment. You need to deal with the insecurities. You need to deal with the low self-image that you have of yourself. You need to deal with the fact that you don't have what you desire because you feel like you don't deserve it. And so, but you're still saying, I need more strategies. I need to be on my email list. I need to, learn how to run ads. I need to just, I just need to learn how to market. But you really need your mindset right. Your millions are connected to your mental health. And a lot of people, coaches may not tell you that, but I'm going to tell you the truth, because money is mental before it's ever material. So if you don't have the mental capacity, if you don't have the mental bandwidth, if you don't have that, then your money will always be held up by what you believe. And so when people ask me, well, what makes you different when you're teaching marketing? What makes me different is I marry mental health and marketing, because I know when your mind ain't right, your money is going to be funny. I know that to be true. And I also know that even if you make money, because you can hustle your way to six figures. You know how I know? Because I did it. You can hustle your way to six figures and you will get stuck right there. You can hustle your way to six figures, but let me tell you something, baby, you can't scale hustle. Somebody put that in the comments. You can't scale hustle. So yes, you can hustle your way to the six-figure mark. Anybody can. But if you want to sustain it and you want to scale, you're going to have to get this right here together. If you want to sustain it and you want to scale, you're going to have to get systems in place. If you want to sustain it and you want to scale, guess what? You're going to have to hire some help. And some of y'all can't hire help because you still have trust issues. Some of y'all can't hire help because you still have rejection issues. Because the time someone comes in and tells you that you could do this better, you're going to feel rejected. And the next thing you know, you're going to want to reject them. You can't hire help because you backbite. You can't hire help because you're talking about everybody. So what happens is you're going to always think that your people are talking about you because you ain't dealt with you. You haven't dealt with your mental. You haven't dealt with the internal issues. I'm not the type of strategist that's just going to give you marketing strategies and teach you how to sell. I'm going to deal with the stuff that you've been hiding from. I'm going to deal with the stuff that your money has helped you to masquerade. The reason my clients get exponential results, the reason I have clients that can hit 6 and 7 figures in 12 months, the reason I have a client that just did 3 million in sales in a little bit over 30 days is because I dealt with the stuff that the other coaches weren't dealing with. They were giving her more strategy, but guess what? She was stuck. Because we deal with the reality of what's impacting your revenue. And some of y'all don't need any more strategies. The strategies that you have, it will work when you deal with this right here. And when you deal with this right here. When you deal with the heart issues, when you deal with the belief systems, then your money is going to work for you. It'll flow. Some of y'all funds are fickle because you still operating in unforgiveness. You still mad at the last coach. So guess what happens? You don't really trust the new coach to do what they are actually created to do, what they can actually help you do. Because you haven't forgiven the last coach, or you haven't forgiven your pastor, or you haven't forgiven your last manager. Because you know what happens? When you hire a coach, you are putting those people in a position of authority in your life. You're giving them a position of authority in your life. But when you hold on to unforgiveness, the people that you haven't forgiven, they're still occupying a space that they should no longer have access to. They're still occupying a space that they should no longer have authority to operate in. But because you haven't forgiven them, they're still in that place. So the person that actually can help you can't rightly occupy their space, or you are limiting the authority that they have to actually activate in your life what's needed to be activated so that you can accelerate. Okay? Y'all still good? Y'all still with me? Y'all mad now, huh? Y'all like, ooh, I knew I shouldn't have came over here. Well, here's the thing. If you really want truth, if you really want transformation, if you really want to build a business that you love, a business that's not going to burn you out, if you really want to be able to put people in position that are assigned to help you, this is the type of truth that you need. All right. So if you're just tuning in, go back, watch the replay. Gave a lot of jewels, gems, some good nuggets for you to eat on, to digest, to take with you, to apply to your life. But I'm gonna hop off of here and wrap up the rest of my day. But this has been good. Again, November 1st, Mogul Minded Marketing. So make sure that you have that on your calendar for Mogul Minded Marketing on Mondays, 1:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.